Community in the digital world it's everything.
When I posed, I literally asked myself, do I think it's funny?
It's not me all about me. It's about them, because if they connect with it, then they're going to share it. And is my best friend, and it's only because of social media.
It's so deep. We even have matching tattoos.
Hi, I'm Claude.
And I'm Jess.
We are corporate employees by day, entrepreneurs by night, and work besties for life.
Join us as we explore how work besties lift each other up, laugh through the chaos, and thrive together in every industry.
Work Besties!
Work Besties Real Talk. Do you ever feel like social media is running you instead of the other way around? Today we're joined with Britney and Megan, and they're here to help us flip the script on how to actually enjoy showing up online and connect without burning. Hi guys, welcome to our podcast. We're so excited to have you.
Hi, thank you.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
All right. I am Britney Crossan. I'm the founder and creative director at Fun Love Media, which is a creative marketing agency based in Houston. We serve the entire country, and we love fun. We love getting creative with working with bold brands, people that want to get in there and just be real and get on camera and do a bunch of video. We're video people. And we met you guys when we had our conference in 2025 here in Houston. You guys were able to come. That was wonderful. And thank you for having us back.
Yeah, it was so great meeting you guys. I am Megan. I am the art director of Fun Love Media, and I am in charge of things aesthetics and branding and making clients look good. I am not in Houston, unfortunately. I miss Britt all the time because she's halfway across the country. I am in Kansas City. Go Chiefs. But yeah, that's what I do. I focus on making sure that clients look their best, present their best, that everything is cohesive. And that's really my jam. In my free time, I'm an artist. It really goes hand in hand with my work marketing at Fun Love Media.
What kind of artist?
I am a pyrography artist. So I specialize in wood burning, specifically pet portraits. And I've been doing that for about 10 years. And actually just recently this fall, I got nominated for Best of Kansas City Local Craft Artists. So that's a huge deal here in Kansas City.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Cool.
That is really, really cool.
That was very specific. I was not anticipating that answer. It's very cool.
Really niche. Very, very niche.
Know your community, right?
That's right.
How did you two meet and become friends and work colleagues?
We met in a Facebook group back in like 2018 or
I
17.
think it was like 2018, but it was for sure a Facebook group, which is very aligned with what we do now.
We met on social media, of course. I always say I meet the best people on social media or because of social media, and it's very, very true. But yeah, that's how we met. It was like a small business owner, kind of entrepreneurial Facebook group where they had like different things you could interact with and network with each other. And it was really popular to have those kinds of Facebook groups at the time. We were in there, and then Megan was like one of the early guests on my podcast, like back in 2019. After we just kind of known each other that way for a while.
At the time in 2018 was working as a virtual assistant and taught myself how to just get by because I was living in a camper full time and I needed some way to make money on the road. So I became a virtual assistant and I was just looking for clients, and I joined all these Facebook groups to really just network at that time because there wasn't of opportunities to meet people in person for me. And Britt was in that group, and she had just launched Social Sunshine, which was all about social media and marketing, and she needed someone to come in. I think it was just captions, right?
I just wanted some help because I knew that I needed to go in that direction. I didn't want to always do everything by myself. And I was a one-woman show at the time for my business and the podcast. And I know I need to get someone else involved and figure out how to handle that. And see what happens. Honestly, Megan was super nice and super smart, and she could take on a smaller amount of tasks because I couldn't afford to pay for very much. And I was like, can you make 2 podcast assets a week or something like that? And she's like, yeah. And then it was like, okay, can you do this? And we'll add this. She just kept taking more work from me. in all kinds of work, though. It expanded into the clients I was helping with social media management, anything I was doing. And it's great because Megan and I have that in common, where we have backgrounds in administrative positions where we learned how to do such a variety of tasks. She proved that quickly to me. And I was like, oh my God, this girl's nice and she's smart and she's just doing what I asked her to do. And like, we're getting along. This is magic.
And then it's like that you became work besties.
Megan, I was one of her clients, but then like a couple years later, we kind of want to make this like exclusive. We did. That's what we did.
I don't want to work with anyone else.
It's so true.
You had the talk, exclusive talk.
We had the talk. It was a serious talk. And Megan was like, hell yeah, let's do it. But we knew each other and worked together, you guys, virtually for multiple years before we met in person.
So 2019 is when you started. When did you make that like final transition, and when did you actually meet?
2018 online. We
Okay.
started working together end of 2019, and then we didn't meet in person until June of 22.
But what's insane is we were literally didn't realize it, but we were like talking almost every day from 2018 until 2022. And then when we met, it was the first social success.
Yeah, the first
wow.
year.
Wow.
That's when you. And what happened? Like you just fell in each other's arms?
We embraced.
I did have a giant jar of olives because I was helping someone bring in food. We had snacks for the first social success. Brittany loved olives, and it was a big jar of olives, right?
But we have a video that was taken of us first meeting, and she's holding my favorite olives from Costco, and we're hugging.
Hugging with olives. That's
That's the title of it. It was definitely a meet cute. If you ever seen the other sister, it's a movie from like the late 90s, Olive Juice, and it's supposed to represent I love you. So it really is, again, in alignment, Britt, that I was holding your favorite olive.
So precious. We call it a love fest. Megan and I can get a little carried away with the loving best friend things, and so we just say love fest, or we say hashtag love fest because blame it on the day job.
What you guys did is similar to your background with social media. You created like the community together. So what does the community in the digital world mean to you?
Good question.
Community in the digital world, gosh, it's everything. And I just had another friend talking to me yesterday, and he met up with another person that has come to one of my events, and then they got together to collaborate. And he was saying, you've really built something cool with this because now we're all hanging with each other, and it's so beautiful to see that. It's really, really meaningful. When it comes to social media, it's a bad rap for all kinds of reasons, but that's all silly. If you don't like it, you're not using it right. It's so beautiful the way it brings people together, and I mean, but it's life-changing.
We are still new to the social media community and all that, and so far everybody has been so nice and embracing us and really helping us. And I have to say, like you say, social media is, you have to know how to use it. But this community is so inviting.
I wanted you guys on because I think you do it justice in a way that we talk about it, but it's not the same as you've been in it for so long. What we loved about your conference, and we are loving about just being on all the different social platforms, is how kind the community is. If you reach out and ask questions, everybody writes back. Well, not everybody, but a large portion of them do. And they're all so willing to pitch in and help.
It's amazing. I mean, you end up with relationships with people all over the world. It wouldn't have existed had that not been the case. So not only are we building careers around it and a company, but it's true relationships. Like, is my best friend, and it's only because of social media. I mean, it's very, very deep.
It's so deep. We even have matching tattoos.
Me too. Look.
Oh my God. Oh my God, they're the hearts.
We got these in Las Vegas when we were there for a work project in February.
Do you remember when it
I was going
happened?
to say there's got to be a story behind that.
It was
We did
my
it
suggestion.
earlier.
Okay.
It was the first half of the night, so we remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other tattoos they don't. So from that, you guys now have created this community and niche. As you have become more involved with other companies, we're curious, asking for a friend, what mistakes do people make when they are trying to create a presence on social media?
I think going too hard, too fast. like trying to commit to 5, 7 posts a week or something, and they're going to do all the things all the time, and then they get burnt out real quick.
That's interesting. It's true, right? We hear several things. Some people say, just post, don't think, right? If you don't post, nothing is going to happen. I appreciate also, don't go crazy either, or you're going to burn out. So, how with the algorithm, it's like the more you put, the more engagement, the more it goes up. So, how do you go to that level then without being burned out?
It's a spectrum that's wide. It's from person to person. You kind of have to find that flow for yourself. I personally, with my artistry account, I only post a couple of times a week, but I've been doing it consistently since I joined Instagram in 2015. Even though I don't do art shows, still getting orders. It's the fact that I've remained consistent that has gotten me to the point that I am. I've just kept going. Therefore, I have outlasted others.
So, consistency is the key.
It depends on the goals. Megan talking about twice a week for her and staying consistent. And then on the other hand, on my Britney accounts, a lot of days I'm posting multiple times a day. And I'm talking 7 days a week, all year. This is because one, I want to. I like it. It's different. It's not a business account; it's an entertainment account, so that's also different. So see, there's so many variables, right? For me, I want to reach bigger numbers at a faster pace. That aligns with my personal goals, my career goals, as my personal brand, what I'm trying to build, how it all weaves together. It all makes sense because of what I want to accomplish. So of course I want to try to share on social media lots and really, really reach as many people as possible, but it aligns with my goals. I think that people get really messed up on that and their efforts and their goals don't match up. Because most brands, whether it's a personal brand or a business brand, most don't need really, really large numbers of followers, views, of engagement, right? Think about it. Who needs that? Most people don't. So you have to be real with yourself. What am I trying to accomplish? I don't need to post every day if my goals don't align with that.
More or less every business is you do your business plan with your goal, and then from there, that's how you reach it.
I made up this thing called focus, find, and force. It's like 3 levels for social media approach and quantity. And focus is smaller, find is in the middle, and force is big. And it's just a matter of looking at, like, if it's a business, say it's a therapist and they work on their own, they can talk with one client at a time. Well, that they don't need 1 million followers. What is that?
Yeah.
Can't see them all. Yeah.
They can help 1 million people in 1 year. Right. With that business model, they can't, right? If you don't want to post to social media tons and tons and that kind of career, you don't have to, because as long as you have everything focused and strategized to reach the right people, you get your smaller amount. There's your clients, good to go. So it just depends on what you need.
How did you decide what you guys wanted to focus on from your social presence? How did you start the process?
I wanted to share entertaining content on social media because I am an entertainer. I've been a performer since I was a child, and I've just, acting and dancing and whatever kind of stage I could get on. So for me, it's a personal decision. My purpose as a human is to bring joy to others, even if it means that I need to be a little ridiculous. It's fine. And it makes me happy, and it helps me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to fulfill what I'm here to do. Thankfully, I was able to get into the business of social media, create a business, and have Fun Love Media, and then use all those experiences that I'm having as a creator to help the people that we help, right? Because when you're in there and you're actually having to create, it's good. It keeps you, in the know of what's working and what's not, and can understand how to help our clients better. That's why I do it, is because I'm an entertainer and I love it. And we never know what these things will lead to. Social media can change everything in amazing ways. So I don't know. Let's get a TV show. Let's get on Broadway. Bring it on. Whoever's listening, we're ready.
Similar to what we were saying earlier, like for me, I can only do so much art because I have a full-time job as an art director. So I have a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Weekends essentially are my only time to make art. And there's only so many weekends a year. So what's important for me to reach wide audiences? I'm happy if I post something and then I get a lead for a customer, or thankfully like an actual order. But that's why I was able to do less. And as an artist, it's kind of like the number 2 or the person behind the camera, and I have a harder time being in front. I can't really see the value because I work in this industry of showing yourself and presenting authentically, having people get to know the artist, but I can only do so much of that. I only have so much bandwidth. So like for me, especially over the years, I found out like kind of every month I have a certain routine and there's certain days in the month where I feel good. I know my hair looks great and I did my makeup that day. So I'm like, I'm going to batch this content and I'm going to make as much content as possible so I can chill. And then all I have to do is like produce and post. I found that quantity that worked for me and it ranges between 2 to sometimes 4 posts. And I find that that's how I'm able to stay consistent. There was a point in time where I did try to do a post every single day, and I would take bits and pieces off my behind the scenes and making of content. It was just a lot for me. So I think everybody just kind of has to be very present with themselves, making and posting content and then engaging. That takes time. And just, check in, like, how do you feel? And if you feel icky, if you feel tired, if you don't feel inspired, if you're like, ugh, I don't want to do this, then like, okay, that's your notification to say, let's take a beat, let's refigure and see how to make this strategy sustainable and not such a bummer.
So, talking about your personal accounts, Brittany, what is your handle?
My name, Britney Crossan.
Britney Crossan. And
Yeah.
you, Megan, your handle with your heart?
Sure,
Your heart.
She does have a big heart, though.
Yeah, she does have a big heart, but your art.
My Instagram handle for my artistry is Megan Creates Art. Try to keep it super simple.
How cute is that? Very on brand. Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna add because y'all saw me making faces when she was talking.
Yeah.
She may not love to create as large a quantity as I do and all that stuff, but don't let her fool you that she's not great at it or she's not good on camera, blah blah blah. Because she's really good on camera and she's really, really funny and has a really unique style and really great at it.
I feel like you guys are such a great example of work besties and the yin and the yang because you both enjoy it, but different elements of it, right? Brittany, you're probably the more outgoing who wants to be content, like loves that. And Megan, you're good at it. You probably come up with some like really amazing clips, but maybe you don't want to be in front of the camera all the time.
I saw on TikTok, there's this thing where like you'll have like black cats and golden retriever energy. And I feel like Brittany's a golden retriever and I'm more of a black cat. But I can't be a golden retriever.
Yeah,
you can.
I'm happy.
Yes. Actually, that's a really great way to put it, Megan. Oh my God. So I feel like you're right. I feel like a larger percentage of the time I am a golden retriever, you're a black cat. But we swap sometimes.
When we need to make that swap, And with your content, Britt, you love music. Like, you're so inspired by music and you just like leaned into it and it's just done so well for you. So I think it's more simplified for you to make content because you're just like going on to the next song. For me, I'm like, does this audio work for an artist? Does it work for my humor? There's variables there.
I can see that you're very authentic, right? On your handle, on the way you're showing everybody. How do you grow without selling out?
Hang on, we're getting deep. Hang on, let me. I have to take my
Let me go get my wine. Hold on.
The way that I act on camera on social media, one is a heightened version of me because it is for entertainment in my case. People say like dance like nobody's watching, dance like everybody's watching. It kind of goes both ways, but also I like to think, how do you act when you're by yourself, Brittany? If nobody was there, and in my case, it's a lot of music. If there's music on, how would I be acting if nobody was there? So just make sure that's how it's looking on social media, because I really do get ridiculous by myself in my kitchen when my music is on. And that's really how I feel about it. But I think it takes time too, because people can think they're being real and not selling out and be wrong. It's a journey with social media. I think sometimes you have to try things and then reflect on it and be like, oh, no, that doesn't feel right. And not representing any values that aren't really yours, not trying to be like somebody else. It's easier said than done.
I love the idea of pausing, because once you get the rush of something going viral, you could go really heavy on it, but maybe that isn't really your.
But also, like, I also want to say this: it's okay for it to be a performance.
Yeah.
I'm not here to tell all of the world my intimate secrets necessarily. It depends on what you're trying to do.
Right.
And I always say, like, you have to think about who you're doing this for. And it's not for you. And the joke is like, I'll say to somebody, I'll be like, it's the Britney show, but it's not the Britney show. Every time I make something, I'm like, think about these people that are watching, that what's in it for them, not me, you know? And I think that helps us not sell out.
Yeah. And if it comes out naturally, people actually see it, right? They can see that it's genuine.
I also question, how are we defining now? If it's you completely abandoning your authenticity, yeah, then that's selling out. But also, a hot take, I kind of want to sell out as an artist. I want someone to buy all my stuff. If I'm an author, I would want to sell my book. I would want to sell tickets to my event. What is so wrong? Success.
That's the point. Like,
How do you sell out? And what
If you're
is the
ready
real?
to
Yeah.
sell, or just sell out, honestly.
well, it's about attention. We're trying to get people. So you're just trying to get attention. Yes, I am. This is true. What the hell? Of course I'm trying to get attention. But we're getting attention for whatever reason, right? To support our business, to support our career, to support our art, to support our passions, our nonprofit, whatever it is. Like, there's a reason. You got to know your reason. If you know your reason, then do whatever it takes, as long as I guess it's not like dangerous. Do whatever it takes to get attention. Now, is everybody going to get attention from a million people? No. But would it be helpful to you and your brand if you got attention from 500 people versus 5 people? Probably so. So try to get their attention. There's nothing, like Megan said, there's nothing wrong with that.
I think there's anything wrong. I'm not mad at Shaquille O'Neal for selling Icy Hot. He's in pain. Make your paper, boo-boo.
And you believe, I was going to say, you believe it from him, right?
Don't understand.
Right? Megan, you don't know. I think I have a crush on Shaquille O'Neal.
Do you really? That and The Rock. You just love a strong man.
Strong, big man.
I'm with you with The Rock. I don't know about Shaquille O'Neal, though.
Follow him on Instagram and then come back and check with me later and let me know how you feel about Shaquille O'Neal. Okay? He's fun.
He knows his community, let's say that.
Middle-aged women publicly that I have a crush on Shaquille O'Neal. Here I am. I outed myself.
You've heard it here first, people.
Boy, Shaq, call us back.
I know. When you meet Shaq, we want you to be like, thank you, Jessica Claude, for making this happen.
You guys get the credit.
We're on
all the credit.
I talked a lot about maybe what you think about when you're posting for yourself or as an individual, but you guys do work with other companies. So as you decide to work with these companies, what's that process that you have to really get in that creator's mindset and help them with their brand or the positioning of what they're trying to do?
We really have to learn about these businesses that we help them with their social media marketing. I mean, we really need to learn it because one, if we're going to work together, like we need to know things about you. But what we specialize in is organic social media marketing. So we're not an ads agency. So we're having to really get in there and go in person and have video shoots and get to know like what they do and how they feel about what they do and why they're different and why they're special and all that really like deeper stuff about a brand. We film it and then we're going to watch it and edit it and see it over and over and over. So then we're going to learn. And if we have a better understanding for that, then we're going to be able to be a better brand voice for them because we're creating content for them. We're representing them. And a lot of times we're going on social media and actually posting for them and writing and all this stuff. And we're doing the full process. So like, we really need to know. So it is a lot of get to know you. And if it's, you got to like make them, like Megan's great at making people laugh at a content shoot or making them feel better or whatever we can do to loosen people up so they'll open up and we can learn more.
Personalities are big. I think you know intuitively if you're going to work well together. And there's been a lot of cool synchronicities and alignments with our clients of something from maybe our past work has helped us do even better at this job. For example, I used to work in government construction project management. Now we have clients who are breaking ground in a new office, want to tell the story of construction. And it's just like, wow, this is so amazing. I had no idea that something that I learned more than a decade ago will apply to marketing and telling this brand story. And that's how I know it'll work. That's how I know we are going to get recurring business.
And do you specialize in specific business or you really work with a wide range?
Wide range.
It's a range, but I've noticed it's happened organically that we do tend to attract certain types of business owners and business leaders, the people that are in charge of hiring us and making those decisions, but also some specific industries, but it's multiple. But they kind of all have things in common, right? It's just something I wanted to see happen organically over time. I didn't want to force it and be like, we are only doing social media marketing for, restaurants.
It'd be more fun because to your point, you get to know these businesses
We do.
and you would never think about construction that way or
Right.
serving a dish that way or something without having
Totally.
that.
You never know what you're going to learn, and it's really, really fascinating all the time. And we have organically attracted like beauty brands, entertainment brands, whether it be like a wine bar or even a live theater, kind of fun things like that. And we've attracted a certain kind of person, though. I think, yeah, it's really about like these individuals that are business owners or leaders in the business that have like this real passion for what they do, and they want to tell the world about it.
Yeah.
Really.
It's really that passion, like more or less, is something that you do have also with your business. So it's like passion meeting passion, right? So it
Right.
makes.
And we're helping amplify
Mhm.
their voice is what we're doing. So it's people that have something to say and they say, I'm doing my business and it's going fine. But I want to really shout from the rooftops what we're doing, why we're doing it, why we're important, the impact we're making on our community, why I want to be a leader in this industry, all that stuff. I want to get it out there and we get it out there for them.
I love that. I think there's a lot of qualities in our clients, even though they come from a lot of different backgrounds. Most of our clients are very mission driven. They have big dreams. I mean, not just passionate, but they want to help people. And also, our ideal clients typically are creative and flexible and willing to take on some unique kinds of content. A lot of times they don't want to be on camera, but then they get on camera and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, thank you for helping me try something new. And then they see that it works and then they become more confident and then it just goes so much more smooth.
What's like the common theme that you've seen in working with these companies?
It depends on the brand.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are nervous to get on camera. And it's interesting, like Megan was saying, because we get to watch people blossom, people that it's cool to see because I am used to that personally since I was a little kid being in front of audiences. But then to have to realize that that's not the case for everybody. Back in the day, we were not like all on camera people. We're just working jobs, living life. And so now it's cool. It's helped me have compassion for people that aren't used to that and aren't really all that comfortable with that. And then we really are kind of like these like coaches and counselors along the way. We're really helping them along the way. And it's very, very satisfying to watch someone start to get more comfortable and more confident.
It's my favorite part. I think being a director and being able to visually see all of it and help someone be better on camera or be more comfortable and confident on camera. One of our clients that I shoot here in Kansas City is a wine bar and a brewery. And at first, they did not want to be on camera. So a lot of the content was more like educational, maybe like graphics that you scroll through. And now the whole bar staff has what they are calling Reels fever. So they're just like sending me, let's do this one. Let's do this trend. Let's do it. Now that they like have the confidence to be on camera, they're seeing the post perform well and they're seeing their community like be excited that they're seeing them and they're doing it. I saw that post that was so funny and they like it. It's a wonderful symbiotic relationship.
It comes back to what we talked about before, the community aspect. You do feel through social media that you people. It's the new way to connect. It's a powerful way to do it. I love it. I do have to say, Megan, this is a total side note. I've been jotting down like random things that you have been saying. You need a podcast of your own between living in a camper and like some of these, your artistry. I'm like, this woman is fascinating. How do we learn more?
Yeah. We need a reality TV show.
That's
How many times are we going to say it before it comes true?
Yeah. Bravo.
a special guest with Shaquille O'Neal.
You're so right about Megan. And that's also a cool thing about our relationship is that Megan and I have found things that we are like almost identical twins on, right? And then there's this whole other category of things that we are opposite. I would never live in a camper. Are you kidding me? You mean I'm going to step out the door and there could be an animal?
I'm just like, what do I do with my clothes?
I'm in nature, those kinds of hobbies and that kinds of thing we're very different on, which is cool because then you can learn.
Yeah.
but we're also like identical in other ways. So many parallels. I mean, even going down to like a struggle we're having, we're like find out, wait, you're struggling with that too, and it's like the same problem we're having. So it's very cool to have that kind of relationship where we're able to learn new things from each other, but then also have enough in common that we can jive and like we're on the same page.
Yeah. Which makes you more willing to learn about those other things too, even if you're like that. That's just
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be like, who cares about living in a
Do you
camper?
really want to learn about what it is to live in a camper?
I do. I would never do it. I'm sorry, Megan. I'm Team Brittany on this one. No way would you ever get me to camper.
And I think I'm out of my mind.
I'm
But
fascinated.
it's beautiful though to have that, right? To have
Yeah.
people in your life that have had other kinds of experiences, and then you hear about it, and it's like, wow, that is really cool. Everybody's out there just kind of living their life and doing their thing, you know.
Yeah.
And listening to others is it's a good thing to do.
For
Listen
sure.
to them.
Yeah.
You
And
never
if I
know
had
what
never
you
lived in
learn.
the camper, I would never have become a virtual assistant. I would have never met Britt. And so, big picture wise, it all has worked out. And I just find myself so grateful that the universe even brought us together.
So I have a couple of quick like lightning round questions. First one, what is your favorite community that you're part of right now?
Instagram.
I do like Instagram. I like Instagram threads because it's more like word based. You
Yeah.
don't have to like put yourself out there so much. You can just kind of be witty. But I niche down hard. Favorite community is the wood burning community, and there's literally dozens of us. So it's pretty strong.
Really?
Yeah, there's more than that. There's very tiny.
There's dozens of
12 of us. I'm going to bring us back to the lightning round. This is a very slow lightning round.
Slow burning.
Yeah. Okay. Coffee or go-to snack when you're on a content deadline?
I'm a coffee. I like a peanut butter sandwich. I like a breakfast burrito.
Brittany?
I thought you were going to mention a mocha.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I have this whole persona called Mocha Meggie. If I drink a mocha latte, I become a different person, and she's amazing.
Mocha Meggie is energetic.
Mocha Meggie is even more than what this is right now.
Oh my
Mocha
God.
Meggie, she's something. She's
Oh
something.
my God. That is now going to be in the written script of our reality show. You have to have a mocha before the start of it.
Before we shoot, she
You
didn't
need
give her
mocha
Megan her
Meggie.
mocha
How
now.
bad?
Chat
Yeah.
for the mocha.
Once we get interns, be like, where is her mocha?
Oh my god! Lately, I make a coffee at home, and I do like an iced coffee. It's a recipe I got from Bethany Frankel from TikTok, summer of 2024. She is one of my heroes in life and social media, and it's this like powder, like you can do like it's like an ice roast Nescafe thing, and you put it in the water and you blend it, and you add the ice and the milk, and
Oh, it's like a frappe. It's like a Greek frappe.
it's
So good.
yeah.
You've also been liking those chomps.
I
In the
love
chomps.
chomps.
What is
Oh,
Chomps, but I do the turkey because I don't eat beef. But y'all,
Yeah. the
chomps,
turkey one is amazing.
chomps,
So
turkey
good.
sticks are everything. Chomps, call me Shaq, call me. Let's make a list.
Yeah. We need
Bethany
Shaq, we
too.
need chomps, we need Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
I do love Diet
Diet
Coke.
Coke, yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Call us.
making a wish list here on the show.
One thing your work bestie does that makes work way better.
Yeah, Britt, she checks in on me every day. So even though like I'm not there physically, one of the first voices I hear every day is Britt.
Megan, there's so many things, but Megan injects humor into so much, but in different ways. So she's good at, of course, if we're talking, we exchange voice messages. There's going to be some sort of humor in there somehow, something she's going to say. But even in like the written message, like a text or an email, it doesn't really matter. But I just know there's going to be something that's going to make me smile and that's going to be funny, and that's amazing. Because honestly, a lot of people work with people they don't like.
Yeah.
And that's sad, right? And I'm just happy that we like each other so much and genuinely have fun.
We do. And genuinely support each other, not just with work stuff, but outside of work. So it's not always about doing a job, sometimes just about being a friend.
Yeah, we're family.
All right. So we're ready for our final question. Are you guys ready? If there was one simple question people could ask of themselves before posting online and thinking about making it authentic and not stressful, what would be that one question?
When I post, I literally ask myself, do I think it's funny? Because if I'm posting something that I don't like or I don't think is funny, it doesn't matter if someone likes it 'cause I don't care. So I wouldn't know that what I'm putting out is most authentic. So I usually ask that there needs to be something that's highly shareable about it. But generally speaking, I want to make sure that I like the content first before anyone else does.
Ask myself, and I would advise anyone else to ask themselves, would someone that watches this video share it with someone else? Would they have a reason to? Just any reason to, right? Because then you know it's not me about all about me. It's about them. Because if they connect with it, then they're going to share it. And that's what that represents to me. It means that you really got in there and you connected with the person you were trying to connect with. And we have to quit making it about ourselves.
I love that. True.
No, it's so good.
You know, to that really, is it shareable? It's taking it away from our little self.
Think about the things that you share. We all do it, right? On social media.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody's got a post, it's just things about me. Look at me. Why would we share that? It's just about them. I mean, cool. We might like them. There's just something about when somebody wants to share something of yours. It's so special.
Right.
Yeah.
It means it's relatable.
Definitely zooming things out before you post and making it more general. Like for me, am I appealing to artists? Am I appealing to an art collector? How is this relating to my brand? Am I just doing a trend just because it actually makes sense for my content and my brand and what I'm doing?
Sometimes there are those trends that people will go on the wagon, the back wagon or whatever,
Join the bandwagon.
and when it makes no sense for their own content.
Yeah, and if you go viral off that content, it doesn't even make sense. It'll funnel into your account, and then they're like, none of this makes sense. None of this matches up.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not a strong way to build a community or just building numbers versus actual engagement.
Right.
Well, thank you guys so much. This was
Thank you.
so lovely, and we learned so much from you guys from this conversation.
And I think now even more on a personal, way to really know who is Britney, who is so for our listeners, Britney, your handle is Britney Croissant, and Megan is Megan Creates Art. And if anybody needs help with their social media, how would they contact you?
You can go to funlovemedia.com. You can also follow Fun Love Media on all platforms. It's just under Fun Love Media. And look and see how we can help you. And if nothing else, just follow along on social. That's free. And you'll pick up some nuggets here and there and some ideas and some inspiration for your creativity.
Thank you again, Brittany and Megan. We feel so honored to have you guys on our pod and to share with our Work Bestie community. We know they're going to love this. And for reminding us that social success isn't really about numbers.
But it's also about people and real connection, real joy.
So whether you're sharing memes with your work bestie, posting your side hustle like we do, or just trying to show up more authentically, start with your heart.
And don't forget the magic question they left us with. Use it before you post to keep social media simple and stress-free.
So now it's your turn, work besties. Tag your fellow work bestie and tell us one way you're making social media fun again this week, whether reaching out to us online or in real life.
And don't forget to follow us at Work Besties Who Podcast and Brittany and Megan for more inspiration to grow your presence with intention.
Thank you. Remember, whether you're swapping snacks in the break room, rescuing each other from endless meetings, or just sending that perfectly timed meme, having a work bestie is like having your own personal hype squad.
So keep lifting each other up, laughing through the chaos, and of course, thriving. Until next time, stay positive, stay productive, and don't forget to keep supporting each other.